open shape, not a touch. Where the NDC left the roads 8 years ago is where the roads are today. So the chiefs and people are appealing to President Mahama to come back and continue. And that's why they are asking and appealing to President Mahama to come back and complete the road.
Now, so how do you feel when you hear that they are using money to influence a lot of people?
I can tell you that it will be useless. It don't work. Just like they attempted in Asin North. So will it be here. Because the people have now seen what the NDC stands for and what the NDC has done.
And so thank you very much. So I can tell you that John Dramani Mahama is coming, and that is his going back, and that is the picture here. And so that is his vehicle going back. So John Dramani Mahama has arrived, and then the scene here is very electrifying, and you can see from my background how he's being received. We anticipated this. We anticipated this, and that is what has happened. He has arrived, and very soon he'll be ushered upstage. And I can tell you that as soon as many of those who are yet to catch a glimpse of him see him, you will hear the electrifying sound. But it's not been easy trying to maneuver or find your way through this thick crowd. Young men and women charge, and nothing can stop them. All they want, and just as ABA Puseni said, he says that if it is going to rain, you can see it in the skies. I can tell you that John Dramani Mahama is walking upstage, and I will leave the rest to you. John Dramani Mahama has just waved to the people and is taking his seat. And so at this stage, I will hand over to the Master of Ceremonies to continue the program. I can see Haruna Idrisu having a word with the MC for this program. Upstage, I can see Chan Sofo Azoka, Chairman Sofo Azoka, who is seated. I can see next to him Julius Abra, Haruna Idrisu. I've seen the party executives. I've seen many of. So we take over. The chief imam is about to pray, and so let's listen to the main program as they invite the chief imam to come and pray. But while we are waiting for that prayer, Cecia, when we John Mahama, no, feelings ben.
Okay.
If you can speak English, let's speak English.
Okay. John Dramani Mahama. Womanga tabani nanti. So ngon nati mputi mtuati mtetibi yajachi. So no pwane ba kanyi nanti John Dramani Mahama. Kanyi nanti Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Kanyi nanti John Dramani Nunkwe Java.
Okay. So what was he saying?
Yeah, that you vote for Jama and changes will come and developments will come to Saboba. And we always die in Saboba too. We are suffering. This year water has taken our property. I will not get where to sleep. And when recently we are in school, and school to resume.
Right, talk.
And school to resume, they are sacking us from school. And we don't know what to do. So we have to go back to where the water takes us again. And our buildings are fall down. We don't know how we are laying ourselves. We are praying for the government to help us, so that we can get where we can lay our rent.
Okay, so let me talk to this woman. I can see that you are ready to talk. Will you speak English or Chi?
Chi.
Okay, in Pacho, dear Nama, when you are just say, John Mahama, Mijidi say, Wehuno, and Wuhuno, no feelings in it.
Mpacha, I am a dabroso. See, I say we a penny for John Dramani Mahama, or Sabba and Temua. But I am a dabroso. See, Sanya Okra Amano, Aqua Drupa Pensubia, one Senuano, Afe Baby, Aqua Shano, ya bre. Adriani Bakura, Omo Betche, Ubatino, Omose Omoye, Adriani Abano to Ata, Omuchicha Fatrizers, Omuchicha Nyoma Pa, Yanibeti, Yabeti, Yanu, and the Sufran Mama say, Ombra, no Bedia Saboba Fuono, no Maya Yajumano, and Quasso, any Aquani school Fuono. ana nsuo nso agi ya nnuama nyina no ombra no mbeboa ye nia mebsre epe mama no
Emano bebre nso aha mentie wo nso ede na da wakoma so.
I will speak English.
Yes, so what is making you so excited? What do you expect to hear from John Mahama?
We are very happy to see our president in Saboba here. So we are urging all Ghanaians to vote for NDC so that if we win the party, the election now, we'll be able to do good things for the people of Saboba. Thank you.
So the women in this area, many of them are either farmers or they do small businesses. What are some of the things that you think they need that John Mahama must solve or do for them?
The women need money to be able to do business. Yeah, they need capital to do business so that they will be able to be free from the poverty. The poverty is too much. So we are urging our president to help us so that we'll be free from poverty. Okay, madam, me who say na wo so wuti no pese okasa mpacho brenim kakra brenim na kasakakra na Ghana for NTO where you waste your TV Jumedia ekoso was Saboba hano Ghana for nyina ehwe we are just you tinda tuma aditi abin me tiba kan na mutwana you pay you number you want your mama your number
has promised the list that he's going to open a bank for us here. So I am very excited that we are showing John Mahama and Nana Okopi that he's going to win the election.
Thank you very much. So I'll continue engaging and very shortly we will take you upstage for you to hear what messages the dignitaries who will be invited to speak will be sharing with them. I've seen many young people here. One young man in NDC t-shirt, he's smiling. Whether you like it or not, I'll be talking to you. Tell me something. We are voting on December 7th. What is going to influence your vote?
Well, 24 economy is going to influence my vote. As you see on this era, the way we are struggling with CD, with dollar, is very difficult. And as you are coming to Saboba district, you are seeing that you are passed the other way around, where you are supposed to pass Palaba Road. We are blocked by the sea. Okay, I'll come to you again. Now let's go upstage and listen to the program as it has officially started.
I will acknowledge just 3 people before we commence the program. I want to stand here and acknowledge the presence of our National Vice Chairman, Chief Sofo Azoka. National Chairman, National Vice Chairman, Campaign Chief. Let's do a salute to Vice Chairman Joshua Alabi. Thank you. We also have our Council of Elders led by Chief Ambassador Mohammed Mumune. We welcome you here. We equally welcome the Chairman of Northern Region Council of Elders, Chief Alhaji Bukari Kasulana. You are welcome. We welcome all members of Parliament, all former appointees in the entourage of the former President. Council of Elders members, we welcome you all here. Chobai! We are at home and we are calling on our elder, a highly respected personality from the Saboba constituency who made a lot of contribution, positive, impactful contribution to the growth of NDC and to the growth of NDC government in the past. And hopefully he will play a significant role in the next NDC government. Shall we welcome Ambassador Moses Mabengba?
Sambuya Ngai, Sambuya Ngi, Sambuya Domama, Sambuya President of Ghana, Sambuya Nimpe Saboba MP. Oh! Ndoya Nene we no more take to Kuni Dunwe. Nenye unemployed John Mahama. Women and do Ghana. Mutu go not to tap up a wall china. One of put Yarab and down and I said do it. The problem doctor. But when I got a new lena. Bagang a book near and I cannot tongue buna. No tongue bang. So near Bagakia. Take a Califuru no more. Tawatadina December na. Nanga do mama zoo. Kangan nimpe. Aha. Ni apoka do mama zoo ke. Nanga nimpe. Ni aliti bekai. Do ya jing president.
Developmental program
MP.
But right now, when the NPP came to power, 8 years now, we cannot count any project in Saboba. Looking at this one, it was not by Dramani Mahama. The story about this here, it was not beyond Dramani Mahama. Nothing that MPP have done in Saboba Constituency.
Thank you, Ambassador Moses Mabengba. Thank you very much. Saboba, are you here? Are you here? Saboba cannot afford to disappoint NDC because next to speak is another son of the Saboba constituency. Currently, he is the leader of the party in the northern region. May I welcome here respectfully, Regional Chairman, Honorable Ali Ado. Eyezu no mwarma pam kembedo dina wimwe mbamba na metubwarla ya ba na me tiaka gbike lene teke tagbi is no. One village, one dam. Is it there? Is it in Saboba constituency? Okay, number 2. One district, one factory. Where is the factory? Is it there? Is it in Saboba? Number 3.
So what is he saying?
We shall protect the public pest.
The OMP promised to give us one district, one factory. One district, one dam. One village, one dam. And nothing is happening here. That is why he's saying
on the line
briefly
to fight Galamsey. Are they fighting it?
No.
Are they fighting it? I can count. Nakaba kwenya mwambuna. Nakam jabawumia kwenya mwambuna. Who is the greatest liar in Africa as far as politics is concerned? Yesu mbado no pam. Bawumia ginya mwa ko gangane. Ugangane. Unga kawakangana tikakili nati MPP will not do it. Baumia has promised a lot, yet it is undone. But he still comes and promises that if you vote for me and my government is in power, I will do A, B, C. Who is in power now? Mabe power. And all what he has promised have not been done. Tikakili nati you. We will never vote for a liar. Eyezu, John Dramani Mama nam bumpwane. Ubaga mabike jo mama nam promise to one ba bung kanga. Una promise kanga. What I'm saying is that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when he was campaigning and made a pledge to Ghanaians, he fulfilled every promise that he made. Eyezu, Balba Road, is it completed? Where His Excellency John Dramani Mahama left it, not even one shovel of coal tar has been put there. Is it true or false? Yesu, there is a lot about Baumia. And so, if somebody dies in the market, you don't announce his funeral. Baumia is a dead person in the market. We will announce it. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Regional Chairman, Honorable Ali Adolf. Thank you very much. Chobai!
Joboy, Saboba, are you ready? Are you ready? We are all here this evening because of two important personalities. I am going to introduce one of them now. And when he finishes, it will be his responsibility to introduce the next very, very important person before we conclude today's gathering. With your permission and your kind applause, may I welcome here the Member of Parliament for Saboba, Honorable Joseph Bukari. Thank you, thank you.
Choboya, Choboya, Seti Santiba, Seti Chachaboya, Biekakia, NDC, Naban, Quiv, let them Kukapa, Naikana, Tia Santiba to Doke. Let the lane calling Yamu Adombla Yelena, let it be Mbamache, Naikana, Ezu. So here, look at NDC, take a kicking.
So what is he saying? He's saying that he wants to invoke the spirit of the NDC. So when he says so he says that in three folds. Then we say
Rado,
MPP has saying that means it's hot.
So yeah, look at MPP.
So he's going to say MPP. When he says MPP, then we say it's hot. It's hot.
MPP.
It's hot.
MPP.
It's hot.
MPP.
The system is hot. That today is a very important day. That is very important in the lives of Saboba people. And for us to receive John Dramani Mahama to come and tell us what he's going to do for the who takes power and then the people of Saboba think.
NDC.
That if you are a farmer and you want the farming produce to yield well, then you have to vote for the NDC. If you want to be a good marketer, then you have to vote for the NDC. If you vote for the NPP, it's difficult for you to buy even farm produce like fertilizer and other things. If you want to be a good student and be able to go to school, you need to vote for the NDC. If you are a farmer and you want to have cheap fertilizer to apply to your crops, you need to vote for the NDC. That's the Mahama is coming to introduce a system that has the fertilizer and he pays a half for you. So you need to vote for the NDC. If you are a student and you complete and you have not been posted and you are still in the house, which party will you vote for to come and solve your situation? It's NDC. If we are a worker and you take your salary cannot even take you at the end of the month. Within a week, you have exhausted the little money that you are taking from the because it's difficult for you to buy items in the market. So when you go, you are paid a sum of money, you come home and you cannot use it to buy anything. Because the value of Ghanaian money is now very low. So it's difficult for you to buy it. So the better party for you to vote now you even found your farm so it's better for you to vote for the NDC and Ghana for them to come and salvage the situation for you. Vote for the NDC so that when you the tertiary institution to be able to get jobs and be able to support you, you need to vote for the NDC. If you want to have a leader in Ghana here, you have to choose a leader who doesn't lie to the people. You shouldn't vote for a leader who always comes to lie to you because of political power. You need to vote for someone who will come and salvage your situation, and that person is John Mahama. That the journey is very far.
He wants to point to the house that is standing here. The community center is the handwork of John Dramani Mahama. Regime that were able to get the community center. Since the takeover of the MPP, they have not been able to build any infrastructure in Saboba community. So any infrastructure community...
3 rooms they renovated.
So let's listen to him.
Half of this community center got bent. And they did 3 rooms renovation and brought the lady from Accra to come and commission 3 rooms, leaving the other part. So government who got Gina and school team accepting mana Nagalina Tula government. Isanja muga Kenyana Nyadona, Tiaba Muka Magalina, Nagalina Tima. Tia Bakali Jangbulami, rural education, no food no more, no doke. Maye, Uni Nagalina Tina, John Dramani Mahama.
If they want to get those rights connected to the other communities, they need to protect Dramani Mahama and the NDC. Because since John Mahama left power, he was constructing a road from Yendi to Saboba. The road is truncated in Palaba. So anytime there's cloud, we don't have to travel from here to Yendi anymore. So it's better for you to choose a leader who will come and help your community to develop. So that person is not any other person than John Dramani Mahama. He wants to use this opportunity to thank the people of Saboba for how they have received John Dramani Mahama into this community. He is the friend of the Konkombes. He is the one who believes in the Kongoma communities. He comes and the Konkombes get development. So he's praying that by 7th December of this year, John Dramani Mahama will be voted into power.
John Dramani Mahama.
So John Dramani Mahama.
Thank you very much. How did you say it? Somewhere. Engi, Mahama, Nikwe. Hey. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm always happy to be back home in Saboba. Anytime I come here, I receive a very warm welcome. And Saboba is my home, and it will always be my home. Let me begin by thanking you for the support you've always given the NDC. And that is why NDC, whenever we are in government, we make sure that the Saboba area gets its fair share of the national cake. And so the new NDC government that is coming after the election of 7th December 2024, we're going to make sure that when we're sharing the national cake, Saboba will get its fair share of the national cake. I know that the most important thing is the road network. As I speak, some of our people are cut off behind the water. They couldn't even come and join us. And so I promise Uchabobo that when we come, we're going to make a priority of the road network in the Saboba area. Indeed, I promised him that in the first year of an NDC government, we will begin the bridge over the river Oti so that we can connect with our territory across the river. I also thank them for the peace that we're enjoying, because without peace there can be no progress. Unfortunately, any time the peace of Ghana will be disturbed, it is the MPP government that is in power. Recently, I've been hearing some things happening in Boko that appear to be threatening to disturb the peace there. I just appeal to the people of Boko area and all those who are stakeholders in what is happening there to exercise patience, exercise restraint. We know that there are some sinister hands who are trying to stoke the fires of ethnic conflict. They should not allow themselves to be provoked to violence. And so please, the people of Boku area, I'm begging you, I'm pleading with you, remain calm, be restrained, don't resort to conflict. NDC is coming. When we come, we will make sure there is peace in Boku and surrounding areas. You see, the most dangerous person to avoid is a person who says one thing and does another thing. The most dangerous person to avoid is one who says something today and says something else tomorrow. The most dangerous person to avoid is a person whose word you cannot trust. And in leadership, it is critical that you should be able to trust the word of your leader. Unfortunately, the current crop of leaders we have, Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, you cannot trust anything they say. And as ABA Fusheni said, and I'll pay the copyright for this, he said, if they greet you in the morning, look at the sun before you answer. Because they promised to protect the public purse. And the purse has been stolen. They've stolen the whole purse. They promised to expand and improve the economy. Today the economy is in shambles. They promised to make life prosperous for Ghanaians. Today Ghanaians are in hardship. And indeed the statistics show it. The World Bank says 870,000 Ghanaians have fallen below the poverty line. And the Statistical Service says 1.7 million Ghanaians are multidimensionally poor under the 8 years of Bawumia and Akufo-Addo. And so we can't trust anything they say. And if you have a leader whose word is not his bond, then he cannot be a leader. What Ghanaians need is a truthful leader who will tell us the truth always. What Ghanaian needs is an honest leader who will tell us the truth always. And I have been president before. I have never said anything that I don't intend to do. I only say what I intend to do. And if I say something today, I will say the same thing tomorrow. If I say I'll do this, I don't say I'll do it and do something else. And so when Akufo-Addo said I should state my position on free SHS, I should state my position on Galamsey, I'm not like him. He came and said he was going to deal with Galamsey, he was going to put his presidency on the line for Galamsey, and today Galamsey is worse than it's ever been in this country. Today, Ghanaians are suffering, and they are trying to create a narrative that the economy is getting better. The economy is not getting better. If you want to find out about the economy and the quality of people's lives, you go to the people and ask them whether their lives are getting better. People's lives are worse this year than it was even last year. And yet they come and say, oh, the economy is turning the corner. Things are getting better. Things are getting better for them, not for the majority of Ghanaians. Let them come to Saboba and ask people how life is for them. And they will know the reality of the economic hardship that they have inflicted on Ghanaians. And all they do is wait. When elections are coming, I saw a video of them sharing bottles of oil in the market. I don't know how many people have seen it. They were sharing, walking with boxes, and they'll take one bottle of oil and give it to somebody, take another bottle, give to somebody. Our consciences are not that cheap. Can you be bought with 1 bottle of cooking oil? Can you be bought with 1 kilo of salt? Can you be bought with Maggi cube? Is your value Maggi cube? And so they will bring those things and distribute them. Know that those things have been bought with ill-gotten wealth. And so when they bring it, don't refuse it. When they bring it, bring the oil collected, bring the Maggi cube collected, bring the salt collected, bring the rice collected, whatever they bring collected. But when you go into the polling booth, remember the 8 years of hardship. Remember that you have to vote for the party that will give you honest leadership. And that party that will give you honest leadership is the NDC. Now let me tell you, some people are disappointed with the MPP, especially MPP members themselves, because what they expected their party to do, it has not done. And so you hear them go and say, oh, I won't vote again because all the parties are the same. All the parties are not the same. All the parties are not the same. All politicians are not the same. They are truthful politicians and they are dishonest politicians. You see the difference between NDC and MPP? NDC invests in things that will benefit the generality of the people. And so when we bring electricity to a community, we know that everybody in the community is going to benefit from the electricity. When we bring water to the community, we know everybody is going to get good drinking water, and that our mothers are not going to have to walk 1 kilometer to go and fetch water from a stream. When we build a school in a community, we know that all our children will have the benefit of an education. When we build a hospital or a CHIPS compound or a polyclinic, we know that it will improve the health care of all our people in that community. When we build a road and we repair the road network, we know that it will give good transportation connections to our community. And that is what NDC does. I mean, just standing here, look at these market stores, look at the development here, look at this community center. I mean, and you can point at so many, everything that is good in Saboba was brought during NDC time. And as for MPP, they are full of propaganda. All they'll do is, like what my brother Joseph Bukari was saying, NDC built this community center. It caught fire. Half of it is bent. You come and renovate 3 rooms in the community center, and then you bring a whole second lady from Accra to come and commission 3 rooms. Meanwhile, half of the community center is still abandoned and it's still bent. I mean, that is the kind of thing they engage in. And so, NDC builds what will empower the people. Now, what they do is, they'll come and pick 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of you. And they will give them some position and empower them. And they will become wealthy. Then they'll turn around to you and say, you see, you are in NDC, or you are in PNC, or you are in some other party. Look at this one. When he joined MPP, you don't see he's bought a car, he has a television, he's built a house. They empower just a few people and use those people to entice others to leave their parties and join them. But if we did not provide electricity, that person you have empowered, his house here, would he have electricity in it? Can he watch his TV? Can he put on his air condition? Can he drink ice water from his fridge? But NDC brought that electricity. If you empower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, when they have children, if NDC didn't build a school, will they have a school to go? If you empower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, if they have a house and NDC didn't provide water, will they get water to drink? If we didn't repair the roads, will they have a road on which to drive their cars? And that is why NDC will always continue to stand for the people and do things that will benefit us, benefit our children, benefit our children's children. This electricity in Saboba, we will all die and go, and our children and our grandchildren will continue to enjoy this electricity. The E-blocks we built, the schools we have built across the country, we will all be dead and gone, and our grandchildren will still be attending those schools. And so, let us not be deceived by fly-by-night politicians. who will come and just try to entice us in order to buy our consciences. We are more expensive than a bottle of oil. We are more expensive than a packet of Maggi Cube. We are more expensive than a bag of rice. We cannot be bought. And so on 7th December 2024, all of us are going to go and vote for the party that stands for the people, a party that tells the truth, that is honest, and that party is the National Democratic Congress. We have a program to build farmer service centers, and those centers are going to be the central pivot for supporting farmers. And so if you are a farmer in Saboba, when we put up the Saboba Farmer Service Center, you must register with the center. And that center will provide you with your subsidized fertilizer, it will provide you with your pesticides and weedicides, it will provide you with tractor services. Every center will have 15 tractors. And they'll plow for you at a reduced fee. The fee for plowing will be reduced so that you can afford to get mechanized tractor services. We are going to support you with irrigation systems so that when there's a drought, you can still provide water to your crops. And so we're coming with a small-scale water irrigation system for farmers. We'll drill boreholes on your farms so that when there's a drought, you can connect a hose and water your crops so that you don't lose your crops because the rain didn't fall. And for our mothers and sisters, the Women's Bank is going to support you. When you get your money, you go and put it in the Women's Bank. And when you need a loan, you go, they give to you, no collateral, low interest. And you pay it little by little by little until you finish paying. We intend to help 200,000 women in Ghana every year. 1 million women will benefit from the Women's Bank over 5 years, so that all of us, our mothers and our sisters, can grow their businesses and be able to empower themselves. And so, on the 7th December, please, let us be focused and let us vote for the party that will come and make things better. We have the no academic fees stress policy. For first year of any tertiary educational institution, nursing training, teachers training, university, technical university, any tertiary education, if you go in as a first year student, you are not going to pay any academic fees. And we have good news for teachers and those who are doing salaried work. We are going to have a high purchase scheme. And so if you're a teacher or a nurse or a public sector worker, if you want to buy a motorcycle or you want to buy a small car or whatever, government will give you the guarantee. It will be given to you on high purchase. You pay it little by little by little by little until you finish paying. So you would have the car, you'll be using it, and will be deducting from your salary little by little until you finish paying. Or if it's a motorcycle, we'll be deducting until we finish paying. There's also a housing scheme. If you want a 1-bedroom house, 2-bedroom house, you show where you want it, it will be built for you. You must have 15 to 20 years to retirement. And so every month we'll take a little out of your salary. By the time you retire in 20 years, the house belongs to you. You won't go to your family house and quarrel with your family and say this was my grandfather's room. You have your own house to go and enter. And so on the day we go to vote, the ballot paper will be like this. And so, like I said, don't look for number 8. There will be no number 8 on the ballot paper. They won't write number 8 there. They don't write figures on the ballot paper. You just see this. You see pictures here, all the way down, and then you see the symbols of the party here. But we don't need any of these symbols. We just want you to concentrate on one. And the one I want you to concentrate on is the Akatawia. That is the umbrella. So just look for the umbrella. This is the umbrella sign. I'm sure you all know the umbrella sign. So when you get your ballot paper, just look for the umbrella sign. And then when you get it, next to it there's a box. You take your thumbprint and you thumbprint it. When you thumbprint it, please, there will be a tissue or a rag there. Take it and clean your hand till it is dry before you hold the ballot paper again. If you don't clean your thumb and you hold the ballot paper again, it will go and thumbprint somewhere else. And once they see 2 thumbprints, your ballot will become a rejected ballot. So clean your thumb properly and then you fold it and go and put it in. You vote twice, one for the presidential, one for the parliamentary. After the presidential, they'll give you another ballot paper. Just look for the umbrella. You see Joseph Nikien's picture there. The presidential too, you see my picture there. But you don't need to look for number 2. Just look for the umbrella and put your finger in the box by it. And then clean your thumb again. Clean your thumb again before you fold it. And then you go and put it in the box. At 5 o'clock, after you vote, come back to the polling station at 5 o'clock. All of you, go back to your polling station and go and watch them counting the ballots. After they count the ballots, they are supposed to declare the results at the polling station. So the presiding officer is supposed to declare what every party or candidate got at the polling station. If you have a camera, phone camera, record him saying it. So that tomorrow, if they try to change the results there, we have evidence that that was not the result that was recorded. And so, all of us are going to be polling agents. Not only the 2 people we are going to make to sit there, all of us will be polling agents. And so 5 o'clock, all of you remember, go back to your polling station and go and witness the count and protect your ballot. And so finally, I want to introduce you to you our candidates for the parliamentary election in Saboba. Don't let anybody deceive you. I have only one candidate in Saboba. I hear some people are going around and say, I said they should come and stand. I have not asked anybody to come and stand. The only candidate I know in Saboba is Joseph Bukari Nikeng. And you know, Joseph has been in parliament. He's garnered a lot of experience. Today, if you are counting the top leading MPs on our bench in parliament, he's one of them. And you can be very proud of him. And he has a very bright political future. Those of you who understand what I've said, you understand. If you know, you know. And so I'm going to present him to you. Your duty is to bring him to parliament. Then when you bring him to parliament, I would know how to use him. Those of you who know, you know. So I'm going to lift his hand so that you all will bear witness that he is the only one that has been endorsed by the NDC and by myself, John Dramani Mahama, to be our candidate for the Saboba constituency. And so on that day when you vote for JM in the presidential, you vote for Joseph Bukari Nikeng.
So John Dramani Mahama officially introduced Joseph.
Thank you very much. God richly bless you all and take everybody back home safely. Thank you.
And a community thereby here at Saboba. We are moving on to another location, that is Tatale, which is the second location of his campaign tour of the northern region.